It's Grow TV, where we grow together and learn about God.
Hey friends, and welcome to Grow TV. I'm Stacy, and this is a pile of mini carrots. We've been doing construction challenges. That is, trying to build stuff with other stuff. But the problem is, whatever I use to construct ends up turning into some kind of snack. Toothpicks turned into tiny appetizers. Graham crackers turned into, well, crumbs. So, I think I figured it out. I'm not a big fan of carrots, so ta-da! I'm gonna try some carrot construction. Ready? And go. Well, the carrots kept rolling off the desk. That's the bad news. No carrot construction, but carrot cake will be ready in about an hour. I've been thinking about renovating my Grow TV desk, but I'm having a hard time making a decision between two things. You see, I want to make my desk bigger so it can fit someone else, but then I'd lose drawer space for all my important things. I've got floss here in a case. I need that. Birthday candles, a 9 and a 5. I'll need that when I turn 59 and when I turn 95. That's important. I've got toothpicks, which is kind of already taken care of with the floss. A slinky, just in case I want a slinky. It's a tough decision. And all this thinking about construction makes me hungry. I can't get anything done when I'm hungry.
Hey, Stacy. Thinking about something?
Yeah. Which would you choose? More space or a slinky when you need to slinky?
I guess it depends on the situation. What are you doing?
Well, I'm renovating my Grow TV desk.
Really? It looks the same to me.
I know. I'm trying to decide if I should make it bigger. But if I do, I'll lose my junk drawer where I put my gum and extra dice from random board games, highlighters, staples without a stapler.
Sounds like you're trying to make a wise decision. I know a Bible story that relates to that. In 1 Kings 3, just like you are looking for an answer to a complicated problem, people will come to King Solomon for wise answers all the time.
That was the guy who could have asked anything from God, right? And he asked for wisdom, right?
Exactly. And God gave him wisdom. One day, two ladies came to King Solomon with one baby. You see, one night a terrible accident happened and one of the babies lost its life. Yeah. The two mothers were heartbroken and each of them claimed the remaining baby as their own.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. The sadness and confusion were overwhelming and they couldn't find a way to settle their agreement.
Well, yeah, because they didn't have DNA testing.
Nope, not at all. So Solomon had to do something. He listened to their stories and he could feel the pain in their hearts and he wanted to help. In his wisdom, Solomon proposed a plan. He suggested that the baby be shared by them. However, the true mother, filled with love and selflessness, immediately spoke up. She couldn't bear the thought of her baby being torn apart by a fight, even if it meant giving him up. The other woman, whose mind was confused by the sadness, agreed to Solomon's decision.
Wow, that was a tough problem to solve.
Well, it wasn't solved yet. King Solomon recognized the true mother's sacrifice, and it was revealed in his wise judgment. He kept the baby safe and declared the baby would stay with the real mother, the one who had shown genuine love and concern for the baby. It says in 1 Kings 3:27, then the king gave his ruling. Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is the mother.
Oh! So King Solomon had zero intention of hurting the baby.
None whatsoever. He used God's wisdom to come up with an out-of-the-box solution for an impossible problem. That's why we find in verse 28 it says, when all Israel heard the verdict the king had given, they held the king in awe because they saw that he had wisdom from God to administer justice. Our lives can be full of really confusing situations. When it comes to those situations, we can always go to God because God gives us true wisdom.
So no matter the situation, babies and moms, me and my desk, we can go to God?
Well, yeah. God is always listening to us. And the thing that matters to us matters to God. Remember how God was happy when Solomon asked for wisdom?
Yeah.
I think it makes God happy when we ask for wisdom too, in any situation. Good luck with the reno. And if it were up to me, I'd keep the junk drawer. It seems to mean a lot to you. Later, Stacey.
That story made me think. What I do with my desk isn't that big of a deal. But I do have an idea. Instead of renovating my desk, I could help someone with something. At church, they were asking for volunteers to paint houses for underserved communities. I don't really need to renovate my desk, but they definitely do need the help. All finished. That felt pretty great. While I was painting, I was thinking about the confusing situations that come our way in life. There is a lot of places we can go to try to figure out what to do in those situations. Some good and some not so good. It's really cool to know that when we go to God in prayer in the middle of those confusing situations, we can know that God will point us towards wise decisions. That might be pointing us toward the right people to help us or giving us ideas to help solve the problems. Wisdom is something that God is not holding back from us. In fact, we learn from Solomon, God really likes giving us wisdom and helping us find wisdom in our lives. So we should ask for it every day. It's been fun chasing carrots with you and learning Bible stuff with you. It's always good to learn and grow together. Carrot cake is done. See you next time. Bye.